From my experience, there are two types of young guys living their day-to-day lives. There are those who go through the motions of the day. Maybe they go to school, or maybe they go to university or college, or maybe they have a full-time job and they're just working there every single day. And they live these lives with no real sense of direction or guidance of where they want to go and what they want to do in life. Maybe they'll have a dream or goal that they want to accomplish, but they never really end up getting there because they don't really take the steps and take action towards achieving those goals. And so they live a very unfulfilled and boring life. Then there's the second type of young guys. These are the guys that you see who are a bit different from the rest. These are the guys who wake up every day and relentlessly chase their goals. They set goals and they work hard to achieve those goals. These are the guys who you see waking up at like 5, 6 a.m, these crazy hours, who go to the gym, who eat healthy, they don't go out clubbing, they don't go out partying, they don't play FIFA till 3 a.m. in the morning. Whether it's in school, university, work, business or whatever, these are the guys who are on self-improvement. Now if I were to ask you which group of guys would be more successful in 5 years, which one would you say? The first
Second
group, right? My name is Joshua, also known as Josh JK, and I was formerly a YouTuber who did funny gaming videos and entertainment videos, but more on that later. If you have a decent attention span and listen to that first part of the video, then you could probably somewhat relate to that first example, whether or not you have the humility to admit that or not. If you really do, then I don't want you to feel bad. Instead, I want you to listen to my story. I was fortunate enough to live in a good household growing up. I had parents who cared for me and supported me and loved me and grew me up to be a good, responsible person. And even though we weren't as financially sorted as other families were, I still had a pretty good childhood. Now I'd go to the park and play with my friends every single day after school. And overall my childhood was pretty enjoyable and happy. So growing up, going into secondary school, that lead you to believe I'd be this outgoing, popular, social butterfly guy, right? No, not true, not at all. You see, I've never been the most outgoing person. In fact, I've been pretty introverted for most of my life. In fact, I still am. This meant that I was this quiet kid in school. The kid that had a couple friends and you knew them, but you didn't really know them. They didn't really speak to you and they didn't really socialize with anyone, so you didn't really hear much from them. So this led me to being that awkward, quiet kid that never really socialized with people in school who are outside my friend group. This meant I had friends, but I wasn't confident in myself or my place in the school. And as a result, I developed this major social anxiety that continued to plague me for the rest of my secondary school time. This social anxiety led me to be extremely afraid of talking to people. And when I say afraid, I was terrified of talking to people because I was so afraid that I'd be rejected by them. And not just rejection as in, being rejected by girls and everything, but being rejected by people in general. They wouldn't want to be my friend. They'd hate me even. These were the thoughts that were running through my head. And so I closed myself off from people. I rejected them before they had the opportunity to reject me. But that only backfired on me because it ended up making me very reserved and very closed off from people. So where do you think that led me going into college? Around 17 and 18. I was overweight, lazy, quite frankly depressed, addicted to eating snacks and playing video games after hours, jacking off every single day quite frankly. I was addicted to porn, bro. It was terrible. I was in a dark place in my life at that point. Because I had closed myself off in secondary school and I didn't develop proper social skills, it carried on to college. Quite frankly, I was a complete and utter lowlife, a loser, who had severe social anxiety, and at this point I was showing depressive symptoms as well. I can say this about my previous self now because that's the objective truth for who I was at the time. I had my YouTube channel that I was talking about earlier. I was posting videos on there somewhat consistently, maybe a couple times a month I would be posting videos. I ended up streaming at some point. I'd be doing car meet streams on GTA 5. Shout out to people who were there. I was doing those pretty much every single day. And on the face, I was happy, outgoing, funny guy, right? If you were there, you would have seen me. I'm like, yeah, Josh, during that time, you're this funny guy. But the truth is, at this time, this was the time I was in college. And this was the time where I was indulging in so many bad habits. I was addicted to all of those bad things. Truthfully, deep down, I was quite depressed. Even though I didn't show it while I was recording these videos and doing these streams. That was a very dark period in my life. But fast forward to September 2022 and I start seeing these videos on YouTube about eating healthy and going to the gym. These other somewhat good habits that I'm seeing. I'm seeing videos about how to lift in the gym. I'm confused because I haven't seen these videos before. I haven't seen these types of videos about improving your life. And it's somewhat intriguing me. I've gone to the gym a couple times. I could probably start doing it consistently. Guys suggest meditation. I might as well try that. I didn't know it at the time, but I had slowly started my self-improvement journey. I started seeing these things about building your dream body and everything. I'm like, oh, I have a friend who did that. I see videos about people getting girls. I'm like, oh, maybe that's a bit out of my league. I'm still afraid of talking to girls, bro. Even to this day, bro. slowly started my self-improvement journey, and it changed my life forever. September, October, I'm starting to implement these good habits. I've started going to the gym, I've started eating a bit healthier. I'm not seeing much progress. November, December, I'm starting to make a lot of progress. I've started gaining a bit of muscle. I took my progress pictures in September, and the one in December looks much better. So I must be making progress. This feels good. I'd like to tell you that it's a continuous upward spiral from there, but it's not the truth, because in 2023, I faced a lot of challenges. My father passed away. I got heartbroken, and on top of that I just faced a lot more challenges, which made it a very difficult year for me. It's currently late November, early December, and I'm still getting over those challenges. They're lessons that I had to learn, and they're lessons that have helped me become a better person as a result of overcoming them and becoming a better person because of them. And so I continued my self-improvement journey. Fast forward to today, I'm a much more confident, outgoing, stronger person, both physically and mentally. I look a lot better from what I did a year ago in September 2022. I've been doing self-improvement for just over a year now, and I can say that it really changed my life for the better. I'm in a much better place than I was. I'm no longer suffering from any sort of social anxiety or depression. I actually go out and talk to people now. Overall, life is much better. I can finally say, for the first time in my life, that I am proud of myself. I'm proud of the progress that I'm making. I'm happy with the progress that I'm making. I'm happy with myself. It's really a great feeling, and it's because of self-improvement. It's because my younger self decided to start this journey, knowing that they wouldn't see the progress then for themselves, but for future me to see this progress. Me a year's time is seeing the progress, and they're experiencing the many benefits. I'm talking to people, I'm talking to girls. I'm much more confident and outgoing. I'm stronger in the gym. I can actually lift heavy weights. I can bench press 100 kg, like 225 pounds. It's pretty impressive. I can say confidently that I'm the version of myself that younger me a year ago envisioned that I'd be in a year's time. And I'm not completely where I want to be at just yet. I still have goals that I want to achieve with my physique and everything. But I'm making pretty good progress to it, and I'm learning a lot, which is also leading to that. With my channel moving forward, I want to post videos that will help you on self-improvement and hopefully put you on it if you're not on it already. I said on it like 4 times there, but you get the point. I want to be able to put you on self-improvement so you can actually be on the path to having an amazing and a better life. I want to be able to convince you that even if you're in a spot that was similar to the one that I was in, maybe even worse, maybe you're suffering from extreme depression and anxiety. Maybe you're considering, I have to be careful of how I'm saying this obviously, but you get what I'm trying to say. Don't want to be on this planet anymore. And I understand. I really do. But I want to be able to convince you that you can get on this path of improving yourself and becoming a better person, becoming more. You can become a better person. You can take back control of your own life and lead on a path that you can be proud of, like I am. But with this video specifically, I want to share with you 3 of the main habits that made me improve my life that you can implement today and see the benefits of them within a week, 2 weeks time. These are habits that if you start doing them today, you can start seeing the benefits of them very soon, and you'll start seeing that this self-improvement thing could be, this Josh guy could be onto something. My friends watching this, yeah, this guy's a waffler, bro. This guy talks shit all the time, but he could be onto something. This isn't gonna be one of those BS videos on YouTube who have like Sashi or Forvin as the profile picture of change your life and #1, go ghost, delete all social media. I'm gonna give you 3 pieces of practical advice that you can implement to your life right now to improve it, and you'll see the benefits of them within the next 2 weeks, guaranteed. Sound like a scammer there, bro. I don't mean to sound like Now, #1 is going to the gym and exercising. It's probably something that you saw coming, and that it's pretty obvious, right? If you ask anybody who's on this self-improvement thing, what's like the first thing that you started doing which improved their life, they'll probably say the gym. But going to the gym and building a physique that you literally envisioned in your mind. Maybe you've had this like fictional character which has like the ideal physique for you. Going to the gym and actually going out and building that physique is one of the most fulfilling things you can do as a guy. Trust me. Now, there's going to be people who are going to say, and I've had friends tell me this, but Josh, I went to the gym once or twice. I don't think it's for me, bro. Like, just shut the hell up. I ain't trying to hear that. Probably followed some crap advice, if not any advice at all. Went to the gym, ate some junk food afterwards, woke up the next day and you didn't lose any weight, you didn't put on any muscle, so you gave up and said that it's not for you. You have to realize that going to the gym is something that you get better at, it's something that you gain experience in. You can't expect to lift heavy or be good at actually lifting in good form and everything just by going a couple times. You have to learn online about it and learn new things. Once you get the hang of things and you start following a consistent routine with exercises that you actually enjoy doing, that's when you're bound to start falling in love with the gym. Like, have you ever seen those like guys who enjoy going to the gym and enjoy exercise? They actually enjoy doing it. They're looking forward to it. It's one of the things they're looking forward to in their days. That could be you as well, because you actually do the exercise that you enjoy and you're making good progress on top of that. Over time, you'll see that you start looking better and you start feeling better physically, because you go through what's called body recomposition, where you lose fat and also gain muscle at the same time. Your frame ends up filling out, you end up looking much better. I know this happened to me within the start lifting today, and you'll get what's called newbie gains, and you'll start making a lot of progress really quickly from the start. Going to the gym also brings a lot of mental benefits as well, because you actually start feeling more confident about yourself and your self-esteem starts going up as well. This is because you're going and you're lifting some pretty damn heavy weights. You're starting to look better because of your muscles and everything, and you feel more fitter, so you feel better about yourself and you actually feel proud of yourself for going consistently and making it a routine and making it a habit. Plus you're doing something you enjoy, so it's pretty much a win-win scenario for yourself. When I first started going to the gym, I followed this push-pull legs routine by Nippard. I'll link it in the description so you can also take a look at it. Just take a look at it, see what exercises appeal to you, and then just hit that push-pull legs 3 times a week to begin with, and the gym will be something very beneficial for your life. If you haven't taken the gym seriously, or maybe you haven't started at all, take this video as your sign to start going consistently. Actually, just find the gym closest to you and sign up for it and head there today, maybe even tomorrow. Now the second habit is meditation. Hey, yo, and now all of you guys are going to click off the video because, oh, meditation, what's this guy talking about? Is this guy gay? Yes, meditation. But do you trust me to give you some pieces of advice and wisdom that from my experience have helped my life and that could probably help yours? If you're watching this far into the video, then the answer is probably yes. So trust me when I say meditation brings a lot of benefits to you that are actually worth your time. Meditation, in plain terms, increases your mindfulness. And mindfulness is the ability to stay present in the current moment, the here and now, pretty much. You might be thinking, or you might be saying, oh, I'm aware of my current moment. But if that's the case, you wouldn't have scrolled off this video to look at the next recommended videos and you say, oh, I'm gonna watch that video next. If you were mindful, you would have paid 100% attention to this video. Maybe my friends have because they like me and they're interested in my content, but if you're just a random viewer watching this video and you've been mind wandering, you've been having random thoughts, you're not as mindful as you thought you are. If you scrolled off this video onto TikTok to scroll for like 5 minutes and then come back onto this video, you're not as mindful as you think you are. And you probably need meditation to increase your mindfulness. Being mindful through meditation brings a lot of benefits. Improving yourself both physically and mentally will make you literally unstoppable. Benefits include being more aware of your surroundings and yourself, your emotions, how you're feeling physically. But you become more mindful of yourself, especially your emotions, which is very important in becoming a better person. You have to keep control of your emotions. You also become more present in conversations with people if you're more mindful, which means people will like you better automatically because you're actually paying attention to their words. Notice how it seems like I'm talking to you here, right here. I'm barely having any thoughts as I'm talking to you. The only thoughts I'm thinking is what I'm going to say in the next sentence. And I'm also very mindful of the way I'm waving my fingers back and forth in the video. Being more present allows you to actually pay attention to people. And like I said, people will like you better because think about it. Not a lot of people are actually taking the time out of their day to be mindful in conversations. So when you're speaking to people, sometimes it just feels like they're not connecting with you. Maybe they're even on their phone while they're talking to you. That's a lack of mindfulness. We call that mindlessness. So if you're the one person out of everybody in a day that they're talking to that's actually paying attention to what they're saying, they'll appreciate you much more. It'll also make you able to talk to girls as well. You guys that are watching this video like, oh wait, yeah, he's talking about how to talk to girls, because you won't be having any of these anxious thoughts in your brain about, oh, she's gonna fit, oh yeah. You can literally just go up to girls in public and just talk to them because you're not having any second thoughts. You're not thinking, oh, what if she says this or anything. Being more mindful gives you that confidence to also stay present in the present moment and talk to people so they'll like you much better. Now we're actually going to go through how to meditate. I'm going to give you some suggestions on apps that you can use as well. We're going to go through it right now. So close your eyes. Close your eyes for I'm being serious. You have your eyes closed now. What you want to do and how to meditate in simple terms is you focus, take a deep breath in while paying attention to that breath. And out. In. and out. And that's literally it. Now, while you're meditating, you're going to be having thoughts that come into your brain. In fact, there's a whole framework of steps that you need to follow. And there's 4 steps to meditation. And the aim with meditation in the meditation session is to do that framework as many times as possible. I'm going to have it up on the screen, or I'm just going to say it here. Step 1 is being focused on that breath. Step 2, because this is going to happen, it's inevitable. Your brain's going to generate thoughts, memories, any sort of thoughts you find yourself thinking. The third step is realizing that you have that memory and you have that thought. That's a very important step. You have to realize that, oh crap, I'm thinking about what my plans are later today, or I'm thinking about something that happened yesterday. Step 4 is returning to the breath, or returning to wherever you're focusing on. Step 1, focus on the breath. Step 2, your brain generates a thought, memory, anything. Step 3, realize your brain is generating that thing. Step 4, return to the breath. It's really that simple. Like I said earlier, the main aim is to do that framework as many times as possible. Every time you do that framework, count it as 1 rep. Count it as like 1 level up, and you get better at meditation every single time you do that framework in a meditation session. As a beginner, you really want to do 1 minute of meditation a day. Once you realize that, oh yeah, I'm kind of getting good at this, because you won't be good at it at the start. You'll be having thoughts, and then you won't, that second to third step won't happen. You just won't realize you're in deep thought. But it's okay, because you're going to get better and you're going to improve at it as time goes on. There's an app I use called Medito, so Medito. It's on the App Store, the Play Store, whatever. You do the daily meditation on there, and they'll have a voice which is like guiding you through it more. It will explain it better than I can. Also, do your own research on meditation as well. Maybe there's videos that explain it better than here, but I'm just giving you a quick explanation here because I don't want to make the video too long. So get into meditating, bro, trust me. Now, the third and final piece of advice I have for you, or piece of wisdom or whatever, is a change of mindset. It's probably the most important, because without a change of mindset, you're almost guaranteed to make no progress. Let me explain. You need to understand that the current you, the you which is watching this video right now, isn't good enough to attain any goal or achievement that you might have in your brain right now. Maybe while watching this video, you've said, oh, I want to really build my dream physique, or I really want to become a more social person. The current you is just a combination of the decisions and the actions that your previous you took, so the younger you a year ago took. That results to who you are today. Maybe a year ago you are a complete weirdo. Maybe you're even worse than you are now, but you're not as bad now. But you're still not where you want to be. Instead of feeling sorry for ourselves and beating ourselves up about it, how about we have the mindset that us right now can make actions and make decisions that impact our future self more positively. So you can start today doing good habits, doing good things, and in 6 months' time, that will be the result. So you need to visualize yourself in about 6 months to a year's time. Let's say 6 months to keep it in sight and in reach. Visualize yourself then. What do you look like? Maybe you have a more muscular physique because you've been going to the gym consistently over 6 months. You look better, you feel better. Who are you as a person? Do you have better mental health? Are you able to speak to people now? Maybe you have a girlfriend because you've been more social and you're more outgoing now and you're more confident. Maybe you have a lot more friends now. Visualize this version of yourself in 6 months, but also keep it attainable. Also keep it realistic. Make it reasonably unreasonable, which basically means have a goal which kind of seems out of reach, but it seems like, okay, if I really push myself, I can actually achieve this. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's a goal that pumps you up to achieve, but it's not unrealistic. Don't say, oh, I'm gonna break the world push-up record in 6 months, or I'm gonna have 200 pounds of lean muscle mass. Don't be unrealistic, because you're literally just gonna do the task for a while. You're gonna realize that this task is too far off to achieve, and you're gonna give up. Make it reasonably unreasonable to achieve, and you'll find that you're almost like, not turned on, bro. You realize that you're almost pumped up and you're actually gassed to do this, because you're like, okay, this is gonna be challenging. But if I do this, it gives you the sense, and this is how it changed my mind, it gives you a sense of direction, and it gives you a sense of, okay, this is exactly what I need to do to achieve my goal. This is this I need to do. You literally start heading into the direction that your 6 month self is in automatically, because you know what to research to get there. You know what you're lacking, you know what you need to improve. So you literally start working on it automatically, and it gives you that sense of direction that you may not have had before. That's why it's something that also changed my mind, changing my mindset. Also gave me a sense of accountability, because whenever I was just, fucking around watching YouTube videos, watching porn, eating junk food and snacks, I'd have the thought like, oh, because my main goal for myself was getting a lean, more muscular physique, right? If I was eating junk food, I'd be like, oh, okay, let me stop eating this, because it's gonna make me fat and I won't be able to go to the gym tomorrow, and it will make me feel lethargic. So let me stop that. It gave me the sense of accountability to realize that Sorry, it gave me the sense of accountability to be like, okay, what I'm doing right now isn't good enough to get me to where I want to be in 6 months. So let me get back on track. And that's heavily important, because if you're constantly messing around, you'll come to that 6 months. Because in that 6 months, you either have 6 months of excuses or 6 months of progress. So it's up to you to decide which one you're gonna have. Into the journey, you might be feeling that, oh, staying disciplined is too hard, and you know, I'd rather just lay around and watch TV. Like, because you're gonna have these thoughts. Your brain always seeks comfort. This is something you have to know, and it's something you have to realize. Your brain will always find the easy way out, and it will convince you to take that path. But if you stay disciplined and you say no to your brain, you do the physical task, you do the mental task, even though you don't want to do them, that's where you make the most progress. Doing the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. The pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret can end lives. Now I want to finish the video off with this. If you watch this far into the video, then you probably resonate a bit with what I'm saying. At first, I'm very thankful that you're watching this far into the video, because I think this is going to be about a 20-minute video, and not a lot of people are going to stay around to watch it all. But if you're here, then you clearly resonate with something, and I'm grateful that you're still here. Maybe it's something I mentioned, maybe it's a joke that I made earlier, but you kind of like thinking, you know, this self-improvement thing, I could do it. Do it, man. It doesn't matter how down bad you are. Learn as much as you can, stay disciplined, do the hard tasks, and you'll make progress. Like I said with the 6 month thing, envision how you want to be in 6 months and work towards that. And I promise you, you'll start seeing major progress and major improvements in the quality of your life. You'll start feeling much more better about yourself and about everything around you. I'm making these videos, and I'm going to make more videos, because I know what it feels like to be lost. I know what it feels like to have no real progress in your life, and then not to head in any direction that, you know, feels good for you. To feel like no one's coming to help you. You can be that person that comes to help yourself. If you learn more about self-improvement and about good habits, you can slowly start building your life back up. Even if you're in a position that I was in, or worse, you can also change your life for the better. I was a loser. Overweight, depressed and anxious, addicted to many bad habits, no girlfriend or social life. I didn't even have my first kiss since I was 19, and I'm 19 right now. My father even passed away this year. I was given every opportunity to roll over and just say that life was being unfair on me, that God was being too harsh on me. But I stand here, I sit here before you today as a person who's gone through all of that. You've heard my story, you've heard my struggles, the things I went through, what I was addicted to, you've heard all of that. And I sit before you today as a stronger person, both mentally and physically, telling you that self-improvement and improving myself relentlessly improved my life for the better. It pretty much saved my life. I know it's a cliche saying, but if I can do it, despite all of those things, despite everything, then you can do it as well. You can take back control of your life, and you can become more. You can become better. If you want more self-help videos from a somewhat small self-improvement YouTuber, make sure you like the video and subscribe. Post notification bell so you don't miss the next upload. Also, do me a favor and share this video with somebody who you think might like it. And also leave a comment with some feedback, like what topics you might want to know about. I'll do some research on them, and then I'll literally just make a video helping you out on that. Or if you just have some general feedback about the video and everything, I'd appreciate that as well. Anyways, that's enough waffling from me. Just like up the video and subscribe so it boosts me on the algorithm. The more people who need this video can actually see it. It's been your boy Just JK. Stay hard, stay blessed, and take action, man. Take care.